is how I built a follow-up system using Zapier. I'm a freelance automation specialist, and I wanted to send proposal to potential clients after a discovery call, and doing this manually will take me a lot of time, so I needed to do it in an easier way. You need to work smart these days, not harder, right? So what I need to do is I want to follow up on those prospects automatically if they didn't respond within 3 days. So I'm going to automatically follow up on them if they don't respond to me within 3 days. So to make the work easier, what I did was, first of all, I created a trigger which is new row in Google Sheets. So I created a Google Sheet. So this Google Sheet now, when I did a discovery call with a client, I always come to my sheet because I created an email follow-up tracker to track all my clients, all my prospects. So whenever I'm done with a prospect on a discovery call, I make sure that I come to my sheet here and input their email address, the subject we talked about, the body of the whole thing, the date, and then tag it whether they have replied me yes or no, whether I've received a reply after that discovery call, and also I've sent my proposal to them, whether they have replied me yes or no within that 3 days. If none, because this is going to be empty, like normal, this should be empty. Okay, so within 3 days after I've already sent my proposal, and within 3 days and they didn't get back to me, I will come here and say no. All right, I'll come here and type it no before that 3 days. All right, so that Zapier will do the work. But if they have already messaged me, I'll come here and write in yes, so that Zapier will not send them a follow-up message. Okay, so I came here after creating my follow-up email tracker with my Google Sheet. What I did here, if you go back to our board, you see that our next step is to wait for 3 days by adding delay by Zapier. So first of all, we will come to our Zap. All right, you come to our Zap and create a Google Sheet. Our Google Sheet is our trigger. Then when you come here now, this Google Sheet, when you come to our setup now, you see that the trigger event is new spreadsheet row. Then add your account and click on continue. When you click on continue, you see the spreadsheet, then select it. All right, select the spreadsheet, then the worksheet is sheet 1, and click on continue. Then when you click on continue, you see here now you need to test and make sure you find the correct row. Okay, this one now is the correct row because it has no inside of it, and because it has no, Zapier will recognize it for sending my proposal to my potential clients automatically. So click on continue selection, and then because I want the delay to wait for 3 days before sending the proposal, so I'll come here and add a delay trigger. So here now I added the delay, and the action event is the delay for. Then click on continue. Then you come here, this configure side, you will see time delayed for value. Click on 3 days because we want the delay to be 3 days, within 3 days. Now here time delayed for as days. All right, you put in days, then click on continue. When you click on continue, you now test it, and when you test it, we need to go over to our sheet. So we are going to create another sheet. We are going to create an action that is our Google Sheet, but this Google Sheet now is the same sheet, but here now this Google Sheet will go over and look up our rows, the items that we have here, the item that we have here, to know which one has no and yes. All right, to know which one has no and yes. So this Google Sheet now is going back to checking the row for us. Then come here and click on your drive, select it. This spreadsheet we want to use is email follow-up tracker, then the worksheet is worksheet 1. Then the lookup column, we chose the email for it to look at it. Then you map out the lookup value. Then you map out another supporting lookup value, which is the subject, and you now map out the value. Okay, you now click on true to search from the last row. Okay, search from the last row up. All right, so you now click on continue. When you click on continue, you now test. All right, after you have tested, you now, let's go back to our board and see the next step. The next step is check if a reply has been received. Step 3 is this Google Sheet now that goes back to check if a reply has been received by checking if this part is updated with yes or no, then before it continues. And also, for us to know if it's yes for Zapier to continue the automation, we need to put in filter. So what this filter will do for us is to filter the yes or no. If it's yes, it will not continue, but if it's no, it will continue. So the filter now is only continue if reply received. This map out this text is not in yes. If it's not in yes, it will not continue, but if it's in no, it will continue. So after you have already mapped it and write your yes here, you now click on continue. When you now click on continue, this email now is the one that will now send the email if our reply received is not in yes, meaning that is in no, right? So now we need to map out, and if you go back to our board, that's the next step to send follow-up email to our prospects. What we now need to do is come here now. Our action event is send email, then connect your Gmail account. Here now, configure, you now write in to that is to the email address in your Google Sheet, the email address of your prospect. All right, then come over to reply to the same email, and then subject, just checking, then writing your subject, writing the subject that you want your proposal to have, the subject, then write in the body of the email. As you can see here, hi John, I just wanted to follow up on the proposal I sent a few days ago. Do you have any question or thought? Just writing a good follow-up email. Now paste it here and now click on continue. When you click on continue, make sure you test. When you test it, then let's go back to our email and see if it's working. So as you can see here, this is the email that I just sent, meaning that it's working. So the next thing you need to do is, after this, just publish your Zap, and make sure to name it. Make sure to name your Zap, and you are good to go. All right, and that's how you automatically send follow-up emails to your prospects, and they will reply you back. And this will continue after every 3 days. It will continue after every 3 days. This way your prospects will remember you and get back to you. So I hope you understand everything I did here. If you don't understand anything, please drop it in the comment section. I'll be glad to reply you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.